A traveler stirs free of his slumber. Opportunities bubble to the surface. Would you not agree, fellow minister?
Perhaps. But does this one have the metal for the gauntlets ahead? Can he unwind the knotted mesh? What say you, third of us?
Sorry I'm late. The commute was a nightmare. What did I miss? Wait, behold, the traveler awakens.
Cosmic greetings, dear travelers, and welcome back to another episode of my Perilous adventures. Today, we will basically focus a bit more on the concepts of, getting this place resuscitated and stuff like that. So, the idea is that we already have a bit of a base here. Let's just get some light with this. And here it is, the sunrise is on its way, and we have some work ahead of us. First of all, I want to probably get some food sorted out as a first thing, so let's just have a look at this one, right? So first and foremost, we'll just grab some food. I'll just grab this backpack just in case. And let's see, the idea is that I, during this period of time, probably will try and get a forge running at one point, because we could probably need some of those really neat tools. First and foremost, of course, we need to get some water into the very messy farm that Ibrahim left some 100 years ago, because it's a bit messy, as you can see. So first and foremost, let's just get some of this sorted out so I have an idea of where I want to go with it. Oh, I'm going to need these flowers. I have been looking into the Botania mod, and from the start I thought, well, it just seemed like a quaint little mod, and then I realized, no, it's absolutely anything but quaint, so I have a lot of stuff ahead of me that I need to have a look at. But first and foremost, we should probably get some water. I'll take this case. Just drop down here without dying terribly. So yeah, the basic concept here is that I'll get myself sorted out for some food. That's first and foremost one of the things I always tend to do when I start a new Minecraft session, that I have a steady sort of food, so I won't go around and starve like an absolute noob all this time. I'm destroying it. Of course, there's the problem here that if I begin to dump water into this place, it'll probably just flood all over the place. Oh, fully grown. That's one of those. Here we go. Yeah, I think the first and foremost thing I need is I need to dig some dirt and ensure that my farm is going to be up to speed and up to snuff. Just grab some of this here. There, so it's all tidy. I should have grabbed some shears in this case, but I mean, I don't have any iron just yet. I'll get to that point a bit later on. That's a bit of that going on over there. Just take away some of this so we have a bit of an idea of where we're going. I also need to sort of repair this staircase, because the moment I'm down here, I can't get up again, and it's annoying. Want to try and see if I can keep the integrity of the place here. So it'll be a bit of good old climbing here and there, while I'm of course going through all of my food saturation, which I'm of course sorry about, but we'll have to make sure that everything works. But yeah, generally speaking, I want to see if I can begin to excavate a few things over there. But first and foremost, just getting this water up and working is going to be the primary reason. So I'll just come back once I've done that, basically. So again here, another example of how things just make all kinds of sense if you pour a bit of water here and there, and there it goes. It's a classic, I love it. And before I do anything, I'll just grab this one and this one, just in case. Get up from here, and go. Now, as much as I like trees, they are currently kind of blocking everything, so I should just go ahead and get them removed. There we go. And look at this, the rapid tree decay. It's one of those mods that I've been waiting for a long time. It's amazing. So we'll just go ahead and ensure everything is as it's supposed to be here. Yeah, so we're getting some headway already. I'll just be right back once I've made sure that all of these trees are gone. Go. Grab a lot of this. Oh, probably use this mushroom. I wonder if I could use this in the Botania mod. I got the impression that there was some use for vanilla items. But I'll probably learn all about that as I get further into it. Of course, there is the understanding that this might not be the most permanent place to me. I need to make sure that I also get an opportunity to check out the other signal that Ibrahim mentioned in his humor seas, in his journal. I want to see if he found anything else of interest out there. These. We will also need to begin to consider how to use it to prepare for. I want to find one of those chocobos at one point, but I just need to make sure that this place is relatively safe before I go out on any outrageous adventures, and I probably need some armor as well. But I could use it. I've seen how they function, and they could just make traversal of large distances so much easier. And also they're cute as hell. I mean, come on. Chocobos, who doesn't like chocobos? Let's drop some more. I see that night is slowly beginning to fall. Now the point here is that I'm familiar with all the usual mobs, of course, and I'm not even going to sit here and pretend that I'm going to be surprised about them when a creeper sorting. But there are a lot of some of the mods that I installed here, some of the extra monsters. I've made a point of not spoiling myself, so I'll probably be surprised when some of the worst things. I've heard mentions of manticores, and I'm like, that sounds scary. That sounds both pretty goddamn awesome and very, very scary. So when I eventually shit my pants, then you'll know. Oh, and look at this. I mean, it's laggy, sure, but it's also so very pretty. Just look at this. You could sit out here with a glass of wine and contemplate life and death and begin to look out into the darker patches of this place and think, what kind of interesting, terrifying monsters lurk and want to go and eat my heart out. Most literally in this case. Yeah. So I guess I'll just go and have myself a little sleep. As you can see, everything has been shored up for now, and hopefully everything is going to be just fine, and nothing is going to jump on me and eat me. Well, oh, look at this. See? This is why you remember to close all your windows before you go to bed. Yeah, let's go and have a sleep, and then get to work and see if we can't begin a bit of mining tomorrow. There we go. Good night, I'll be right back. Right then, next day, a new morning. So, again, I will be floundering around a bit because I'm generally just getting back into the swing of things, but we still have some stuff that we can get to work on. First of all, I'd like to see if I can just begin to maybe put mine into there. I see some coal in here. Let me just grab that. Yeah, already we have the first indications of monsters. They're super loud though. That's of course one of the most annoying things, but we'll just have to live with this. Generally speaking, what I intend to do is I'm probably going to cut out most of the mining during these. It's just to get like an idea of that I'm getting where I'm standing and what I intend to do. So there might be some cuts here and there where I just take things out, because, I mean, you don't want to see me mining all the time. Or maybe you do, I don't know. Well, I think that most of this mining stuff is probably best meant for, live streaming, where you can also talk weird stuff at people when you're doing it. But yeah, just to get some rudimentary coal going. And what I intend to do is to see if I can't, first of all, get this place a bit more cleaned up, I think. What we also need to do is to make sure that I have enough materials. I mean, I could run around and just generally cut down every single thing I see, but I prefer to see if I couldn't... let's have a look here. Yeah. Just grab some of these oak saplings, and then replant some of it, so I have enough stuff. So I basically go a bit green in the sense that I don't need to destroy the surrounding area all too much. The idea is that I have Botania, and I intend to be a conscientious wizard. Just flatten this area out. Oops, there we go. Looks a bit ugly, but yeah, you know, it's fine. Here we go. I can admit that it looks a bit unsound to just place dirt above this kind of ground here, so it could just fall down. Is that? I also need some paper. But yeah, generally speaking, I'll extend this and then I'll add some wood that I could use, add some trees that I can grow, and then I can cut them down and use them and replant it all, and it's going to be hunky-dory. And we will be Gucci fan. First and foremost, it will take a bit of good old manual labor, so I'll just return back once I've sort of gotten to a point where I'm satisfied. Just grab this for good measure. This is a lot of, it seems like something that Ibrahim left behind as like a little resource cache. It's time it's being used because we are on an adventure to ensure that we can survive. So, thank you, Ibrahim, for your hard work. We're going to abuse it for our own gain, as is considered good decorum. I don't know if that's considered decorum. I actually think that's kind of... But yeah, you know. Let's just plant a lot of trees for future cut downs. Brutal recyclers will introduce life and then take it away afterwards. Speaking of which, I will need some of that wool. So, just murder this. Oh, there we go. Some paper. I'm going to need a lot of that to ensure that I have that in the future. Well then, this has been a productive day. I think we're reaching a point where I would be satisfied to stop this recording for now. Generally speaking, we've reached a point where I'm now sorted out for food. We've managed to clean up a bit of all this mess that has been tormenting this particular place here. We still have some repairs that we need to get done, of course, just to shine it up a bit. I believe in the next episode we will be concentrating on sorting out the last few things to clean up. For example, with this tower here, I do believe I will try to see if I could install some astral sorcery there. Otherwise, I would like to begin the pursuit of creating a forge, and probably build a forge building to go with it, perhaps around here. I'm still debating on this. There will be some resource hunting that I need to do in order to get this working. For example, we need to create some of what is called grout. And I'm pretty sure that most of you people who are watching this already are familiar with this particular process, knowing the proliferation of modded Minecraft stuff out there. So I think I can safely do a bit of that off camera. But in the meantime, thank you for joining this episode here. Leave a like, subscribe, hit a bell, all that trash, and do feel free to share this around with people you think might be interested in this sort of narratively driven Minecraft adventure. beyond that, remember that everything helps, and I appreciate every single like it. Holla, appreciate. Until then, see you in the next exciting episode of The Perilous Adventures of Heronimus Inc. Ta-da!